What's up, guys? This is Bulvar the Fell-Handed. Today I have something very special for you, a double feature. This gentleman contacted me via Bulvar the Fell-Handed at Facebook, and he says, hey, I have some interesting hidey spots for you. And I just said, yeah, okay, sure, give it to me, I'll take it a look, I'll post it at some point. Wow. The first one I'm impressed by. The second one is amazing. The second one will get a server shut down. So this gentleman right here, WigSplita's, is in his, what I believe is his favorite tank, T-67 American Tank Destroyer, open top. Now this is crazy. I mean, look at this. He is riding the one line right near the border, and I mean he's getting, I lack the proper verbiage. It's awesome. And from here we have perfect shots. We are outside of view range. We're using our ally spotting range, and there's nothing that the Reds can do. We also have shots on the mid. It's just, this spot is absolutely amazing. I would even say we're probably even level with the lighthouse over there. I don't have a ruler, but it looks close. I mean, we are putting fire down range. We've got some long range shots here. The gentleman starts to kind of look at us. He makes a clutch shot. We are hundreds of meters away. It's not going to happen. And then boom, we break contact. I mean, just this location is amazing. G1. Now we're taking some blind fire. They had no idea where we're at. We just got detected. They have a good idea we're up here, obviously, since we're being detected. There's no clickers, okay, so the clickers can't really zone in up here. I mean, we are in an open top vehicle. I mean, look at this. You have command of the entire battlefield up here. I would shudder to think what a Leopard 1 could do up here, or something crazy like that. I mean, this is outstanding. I love it. I love it so much. You need to love it. If you don't like it, learn to love it. This is awesome. It's a fantastic spot. Lots of good shots. I mean, he is essentially just farming the entire team up here. And now, granted, the only downside I can see is if your team just camps the base and doesn't go out there and light things up. If you had to light up your own targets, you would be in trouble, because you'd light them up, you'd fire, and then they'd immediately see you 9 times out of 10. The good news is most of the allies are lighting things up for us, so that kind of works in our favor. But man, I mean, we have total command of not necessarily half, but a good solid quarter of the battlefield. We could reposition and easily cover our cap. I mean, man, you could put in so much work up here, in one of these slower, higher tier matches. If you had, some decent accuracy, it's just insane. I love it so much. It is a sniper's paradise, and he is in the right tank for it. Fantastic. And I haven't done one of these secret spot guides in a few months, since the one we did with Aspen on Severgorsk, which I thought was outstanding. This is just, it's unearthly. It's amazing. He says, hey, I have some sneaky spot footage you might like. And I was like, sure, send it to me. And it went there. It was like there for 3 or 4 days before I got around to looking at it. And I was like, wow, we need to get this out here. I mean, this is, I love it. I love it so much. I mean, you're just essentially farming the entire team. I mean, look at that. 7 kills. Half team gone because of this location. Now, granted, of course, it may not work. 2,000 damage in a tier 5. It may not work in a tier 10 battle. It may be a little different. So just keep that in mind, that it may not transfer 100%. But you know what? In a tier 5 match, you can go to town in that particular locale. So get out there and try it out ASAP. Now, here is the other half of this. We're on Mines Standard Battle. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking the same thing I am. You're like, okay, well, he's going to pull up on a rock, and that's going to be it. Let me tell you, I had no idea that this was up there. I would wager a lot of the devs didn't know this was up there. They will now, but you know what? That's what we're doing. We're trying to get the word out here so you guys can use this spot. You know, use it before they get rid of it, before they shut it down. This is amazing. Now, as far as getting up here, I don't know whether you need a certain power to weight ratio. I would bet you do. And, you know, in order to get this down 100%, I would go into a training room with a friend and try it half a dozen times just to make sure you can get it locked down. Like the one on Severe Gorsk, I had to go up numerous times just to get it right. It looks like WigSplita here knows the path, but, you know, his vehicle is refusing to cooperate just a little bit. But you can definitely tell this gentleman has been up here numerous times. And man, I didn't even know all this was up here. You would have to have a helicopter in-game to come up here and see what's going on. And there's so much terrain up here, I mean, you know, that we don't know about. And, you know, if you get over here and you see how we have the gentleman right there at E7, E8, he can provide us targets. And, you know, we're just back here at H0 farming the living mess out of everybody. And guys, it's a small map. It's not that long across. If you've got a couple of guys in the middle, and that's where everybody likes to go, you're in business. You're open for business. You're going to put in work. So just keep that in mind. This is fan-freaking-tastic. I highly recommend you get in there and try it out. I know I'm going to try it out right away as soon as I hang up the mic here and see what I can get going on. I mean, just you're talking about just nothing but straight farming right here. It is crazy. Put a good blind shot into the Fury right there. We back up just a little bit. We're kind of afraid we're gonna take a little bit of blind fire, and as we should be. You know, there's only so much you can lay rounds on somebody without them eventually being like, now wait a minute, who is shooting me? We're gonna start chipping away at this gentleman right here. We're shooting APCR at him, and we're still managed to pull some bounce. Those British heavies are tough, and that's all there is to it. We've got a Panzer T-25 making a run for it here. It looks like it's towards our cap. We're going to see if we can't track him, maybe get some shots on target. He is at a good distance, and he's moving at a pretty good clip, so we kind of need to adjust our velocity. Not necessarily adjust our velocity, but account for the velocity and the distance and the speed. You know, guys, often, a lot of times, when you're firing at a target such a long distance, you know, it's a little difficult sometimes. Just because, you know, you have so many things to take into account. So, anyway, moving on. Man, we just now got detected. We're going to pull behind the hill here, break contact. Then we're going to try to, like, pull up in a slightly different area because we know somebody is going to eventually start sending rounds up here. And we don't want to be around when it happens, so we just have to be aware of that. We are putting good shots into the side of this gentleman right here. He is not a fan of it. He's doing some blind fire. He's not really getting very close, but you know what? That one looked like it almost took the paint off the side of the tank. But you know what? It's okay because he did not connect, and we're still putting in some good work. I mean, there's only 2 left. Man, I think as a team member, we have really carried this game. And just like the last one, you know, when you have somebody doing that much damage, that, you know, 2,000 damage, you're just out here making things happen. And, you know, we not only have done that one game, we've done that 2 games. You know, we have just got out, I mean, 25-19, even more damage this second game. Just utterly incredible. Guys, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you have any videos you'd like me to check out, put on the channel, contact me, Bullby the Fell-Handed at Facebook, hit me up on XBO, or comment below. Let me know, guys. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. We will see you guys next time.